Hey everyone, I'm so happy to see all of my fans. And I decided I would cross things up a bit today. I don't know. I'm not feeling like a shit thick right now. So I thought let's get some depression up in this bitch. Yeah, let's do that now. So this story by high fructose corn syrup. It's called My Muffin Derpy. I'm pretty sure you all know who Derpy is by now. I mean, I don't know. Watching me talk about MLP, then I would hope. But uh, my feelings on her, I fuck, I don't know. I just thought that she had like a lazy eye. But damn, there are some stories out there, and this one's sort of sad. I think. Like I only read a little bit of each thing I talk about. Alright, so enough about me. Alright. High fructose corn syrup, arch.413chan.net / my muffin derpy. Dinky had a hard time at school, maybe more than most. When she had started Garten, they made fun of her for being a unicorn. There wasn't anything wrong with being a unicorn, mind you. Some of the other students were unicorns. The problem was that she was a unicorn and her mother was a Pegasus. That was not supposed to happen. The grown-up ponies didn't talk about it much, but the fools sure liked to bring it up whenever the grown-ups weren't around. When she was a couple grades older, they made fun of her for being a unicorn, and they made fun of her because her mom was mentally retarded. Dinky didn't think they should be making fun of her and her mom just because her mom was mentally retarded. But it's not like her mom made it hard for them. Every morning, when Mom was out on her route, she'd stop across the street from the school and wave through the window. She would just stand and wave until Dinky waved back. Sometimes she'd be out there for many minutes waving, rain or shine, and then she would do it again in the afternoon on her way back. If any other students' parents disrupted class like that, Miss Cheerilee would have to put a stop to it, but Miss Cheerilee just let it happen. Dinky used to believe that was because Miss Cheerilee and her mom were friends. Every now and then, Miss Cheerilee and the doctor pony would come over to their house for tea and talk with Mom and her. Now Dinky was old enough to realize it was only because her mom was retarded. That's why she got so much special attention. She thought Miss Cheerilee was mean to do something like that. Your mom is stupid, and you're stupid too, the fools at school would say. All of them would say things like that. She was the bottom of the totem pole. Even the nice fools like Twist and Applebloom took part in the fun, if only because they didn't want to be at the bottom themselves. Why are you even at this school, they'd ask. You're going to be retarded when you grow up too. Why are you even doing your homework, they'd say, as soon as they knocked her homework out of her saddlebags. I heard your daddy was a unicorn pony from Canterlot University, Diamond Tiara said. And he was doing an experiment to see if retards would have retard babies, and it turns out she was right. They all laughed. I heard your daddy was a circus clown, Silverspoon said, and he thought your mom was a circus clown too, and when she realized she wasn't faking, he ran away as fast as he could. They all laughed. I heard your daddy was a rock, Applebloom said, and that's why you're as dumb as a rock, just like your mommy. The whole class rioted in laughter. It's not like Dinky blamed the other students. It's not like she could defend herself by saying, that's not true, or nuh-uh, or same to you, because every day her mother proved them right while she was out on her rounds, and every time she opened stupid mouth. So the next day, Dinky just didn't go to school. She hid in the morning by some trees in park. When she realized nobody was coming looking for her, she got more adventurous. She played in the stream that ran by Miss Fluttershy's house. She went and bought some treats from the Sugar Cube corner. Mr. and Mrs. Cake and Miss Pinky eyed her suspiciously, but they didn't ask why she wasn't in school. In the afternoon, she went to fly a kite, and she went for a trot by the lake. Nobody made fun of her for being a unicorn or for her mother being retarded. If all days could be like this, Dinky would be so happy. She went home for dinner at the usual time, smiling to herself for having such a good day. Her mother was already home, and she was uncharacteristically angry. Her mane was disheveled. There were twigs and burrs all over her coat. She had forgotten to take her horseshoes off again. She had worn a groove in the kitchen floor where she was pacing. Sometimes Mom got like this when she was really upset. It could be scary sometimes. "Shriveled dolphin burgers!" her mom shouted. The Dr. Pony had told Dinky that Mama's luxuria, or something like that. She just said a bunch of words that didn't mean anything. Mama probably didn't even know what they mean. Mom could get a real sentence out now and then, but it was real hard for her. She really had to focus. "Sausage and fish. Life of monkey's garbanzo bean." She sounded angry. Mom was hardly ever angry. "Why are you mad, Mama?" "Tromboning the strawberry stalactite. Shadow lessons in the Pinochle. Little Philly no school. Little Phillies must school. Little Phillies needs school. School potent." Mom was scolding Dinky. Mom never scolded Dinky. Who did she think she was? "Who do you think you are?" Dinky shouted back. "It's all your fault." This took her mom by surprise. She took a step back, confused and upset. "You're the reason the other foals make fun of me. You're the reason Miss Cheerilee is too nice to me. You're the reason I'm gonna grow up like you because you're a retard." There were tears in Mom's eyes. There were tears of her own. "I hate school. I'm never going back there again. I hate you. I'm never coming back here again." Dinky ran out the front door. She kept running. She didn't know where she was running, just that she had to run. "Scientist!" her mother screamed. "Princess! You go to school so you won't be like me!" she cried. Dinky had found herself under a picnic table at the park she had been at earlier in the morning. It was getting dark and it was starting to rain. She had stopped crying, but her throat still hurt. Two pairs of hooves clumped down on top of the table, surprising her. "So that's where you are," came a gravelly voice. A rainbow-haired Pegasus pony stuck her head down over the table to look at her. "Shouldn't you be at home, kiddo?" "I was just home," whinnied Dinky. "I don't ever want to go back again." Rainbow Dash, being the physical embodiment of loyalty, was able to size up the problem fairly quickly. Don't you think your mother is worried about you?" "I don't care. My mom probably doesn't even remember me by now. She doesn't remember anything." "Are you stupid or something, kid?" Dash asked. "Don't you know your mom spent the whole day looking for you?" "She did." "Are you crazy? Of course she did. As soon as she saw you weren't in school during her morning rounds, she recruited every Pegasus pony in Ponyville to go looking for you. I don't know how we missed you, to be honest. We scoured the whole valley. Geez, when somebody suggested you go into the Everfree Forest, you should have seen the look on your mom's face. I've seen Pegasus ponies do amazing things, but I've never seen one that the forest and at that speed and below treetop level. That was awesome. It took all of us to convince her to come home and wait for you. We've been out looking since." "My mom did all that for me?" Dinky asked, unconvinced. "No, I still don't want to go home. Mom wants me to go to school, and I never want to go to school again." "Did you ever think about why your mother wants you to go to school?" Rainbow Dash asked. "Did you ever wonder why she checks in on you every single day, twice a day? Did you ever think it was to make sure you were still there, still studying?" Dinky had never thought about that before. She thought about it long and hard. By the time she was ready to get up and go home, she'd forgotten about the Pegasus pony still standing on the table. Dinky headed off back home. Rainbow Dash supervised her progress from above, smiling. It was long after dark when Dinky got home. Her mother was asleep. Her mother had piled a bunch of cushions in the living room, in front of the front door, and had fallen asleep there. Her mother had fallen asleep crying. There were big, wrinkled bags under her eyes. Dinky nuzzled up next to her. I'm sorry, Mom. He said, I'm sorry I got mad at you. I'm sorry I called you retarded. I'm sorry I didn't go to school today. I'll go back to school. I'll go back every day. I'll make you proud of me. I don't hate you. I love you, Mom. Her mother rolled over, laying her leg across Dinky. I love you too, Cloyd, she said. That night, Dinky got her cutie mark. Her mother didn't notice the next morning, and she made breakfast. All the other foals noticed, though. They thought it was the most amazing thing they had ever seen. She was the only foal in her grade to get hers. Even most of the foals in the next grade up hadn't gotten theirs. Even the grown-up ponies were amazed at her cutie mark. There had never been another cutie mark like it in the history of Equestria. Newspaper reporter ponies came out to take pictures of it. Historian ponies wrote about it in their record. Scientist ponies and linguist ponies and philosopher ponies all studied her cutie mark. Even Princess Celestia herself paid a visit to Ponyville to see the cutie mark. She had come by the house to have tea with Mom and Dinky. It was the first cutie mark to ever have written text on the symbol. It was a cutie mark of a big, red, stylized heart. There was an arrow passing through it. On a scroll over the heart was the written word, Mom. Well, yeah, I do that every time. I'm just gonna do a little rap battle for you here. It was good, and I had fun while reading it. I think that if I were to die, I could read this while beating it. If only there were a way for me to transcend Celestia, I would be black and fist pump the rest of ya. I give it a hearty... I give it a hearty... Oh, fuck. Who was the guy from Pimp My Ride? I'll give this one of those. Alright, so I think we're done here, and bye everyone.